Jeff, let me ask you something. Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin, he called the New York Stock Exchange President Stacey Cunningham, is well known on our network, to object to the New York Stock Exchange's view of what to do with China securities. Is it the role of the government to tell you what to do?
Well, the New York Stock Exchange is a very highly regulated company, and we're navigating, like many companies, how we deal abroad. And we've got the president's actions going on. We have Congress has passed some legislation. We have the accounting standards boards are looking at China. We have the SEC that directly oversees us, that's looking at the securities. And in that amalgamation, we're trying to navigate to do the right thing for this country and for the markets. And it's definitely been complicated, just much like the China strategy of the country.
Right. That's
but
what
I will say this to you, Jim, you know this because you go into that building. We wrap an American flag around that building, and we do that purposely, and we are uniquely American, and we want to export the best things about this country abroad, but we want to do it in a way that is best for our country. And that's what you're seeing us trying to navigate right now.
Yeah, I believe in that, and I have for 35 years, but I am confused. I don't really know what's best for the country. Do we want those Chinese companies raising capital in our country, or do we want to shut them down? What is the right flag way to deal with this situation?
Yeah, it's interesting, and I've thought a lot about it. I'm sure you have too, which is, as a society, the United States has always wanted to help the downtrodden, no matter what country they're in. We want to help people get ahead. It's one of the things that we uniquely export is our giving and our big hearts. On the other hand, as people rise up, we don't want them to turn against us. And so there has to be some balance in there. And that's what I think we're looking for is how do we help the rest of the world for the benefit of our own people? And then how do we make sure that the rest of the world respects what we've just done? And that is not a seamless process. But I will tell you that the New York Stock Exchange was there during the Civil War, during World War I, World War II, Korean War, Vietnam War, and continues to put that flag in front of the building. So I'm confident that we'll figure out how to muddle through this.
Jeffrey, you're pointing to the exact right issue, and your bit about being uniquely American is so well taken. I go into the building too. I mean, let's be more direct. What needs to be the response to the president and his speech prior to the attack on the Capitol? The legislators who tried to challenge the count, the protesters, the rioters themselves. How firm of a stance will you take?
I'm confident that we're going to wrap that building in the American flag. That I can tell you. I know we will survive this. This company was formed when the United States was formed. The very first listing we had was the Bank of New York, which was Alexander Hamilton's bank. And the very first loan that they made was to pay the salaries of Congress. So this institution is the United States. It represents everything that's good about the United States. And notwithstanding the fact that we're going through an internal debate, I'm confident to the outside world that we'll represent everything that's good about our country.
Will you comment at all on the president's actions?
No, I think as you started at the top of the show, the capital markets are doing phenomenally well. The capital markets, which are forward-looking, are saying this is all going to work out. There are better times ahead. And you can see it in the collective stock prices of our market. So I have confidence in those markets that we run, and I'm very positive about what's going on in the future.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.